Grand Central Tech is just one of dozens of accelerators that have popped up all over the country in order to help tech startups really succeed. And now joining me to talk more about accelerators and the importance they play in the tech industry is Wayne Sutton in San Francisco. Wayne is a founder and partner at BuildUp.vc, a global firm that educates, connects, and mentors tech entrepreneurs across the world. Wayne, thanks so much for joining us this evening.
Hi, great. Thanks for having me.
So let's just start off by asking, how important are incubators and accelerators for tech startups?
Incubators and accelerators can be key to a startup success. They provide mentorship, access to capital, product feedback. They help startups help achieve product market fit, and also can open doors where the doors usually be closed to, especially early stage and new entrepreneurs. But with that, incubators and accelerators are, part of just the entire startup ecosystem that helps support the early stage founders.
Wayne, would it be fair to say that being a part of a tech accelerator is perhaps the vital ingredient for success for this tech startup?
No, I won't say that, being a part of an incubator or accelerator is the secret sauce to being successful as a tech startup. But as I mentioned before, they play a great role in the roadmap to where founders and startups can be successful. But the reason why it's not the key ingredient, because there's too many variables that go into play, such as location of the founding team, the product they're working on. It could be the experience of the founders where they necessarily don't need, incubator, accelerator, or just the network or the run rate they may already have in terms of capital that allow them to reach success. But if you're an early stage, early stage company or a first time founder, or you just doesn't have the capital to extend the runway, and you really need access to mentors or advisors, or would love to get in front of investors, then a incubator accelerator most definitely can be the key to your success.
Now, some industry insiders say that in order to be a successful entrepreneur, it's probably more helpful to join an incubator or an accelerator rather than go to the traditional route of going to business school. Would you agree with that observation?
Yeah, that debate has been ongoing. There's some key individuals who is saying, hey, come to my program versus going to business school. It's one of those conversations that is going to be ongoing for the next couple of years, especially look at the amount of debt that business schools can cost young entrepreneurs. You look at the job market from graduation from business school, and so you have all these variables going into play. But one thing that you can't say about business schools is that when you join an incubator and accelerator, you get all these tons and tons of real world experience, and that's where I believe the debate comes from. Is that say if you want to be a technology entrepreneur, join our incubator, start building, start creating, and get that experience versus spending that time in business school. So for me, it's like I would never tell an entrepreneur, say, hey, come to my incubator and program or join any, and versus not going to business school, because that's the individual decision they have to be passionate about their solution to come up with that they're working on.
Wayne, one of your roles is that you're also an advisor to an organization called Women Who Code. Tell me, why are there so few women who actually code?
Yeah, first of all, I am very, very proud to be an advisor for Women Who Code. The work that Elena, Michelle, and the whole team has been doing has been phenomenal. It's needed. They reach over 12,000 women developers across the world. My reasons for why there's so few women who code, because like I said, I was listening earlier, it says only 3% of tech founders are women. And so I look at the why, and coding plays a role in that. I look at American history in terms of equal access, opportunity, and equal paying wage for women. And so that's part of American history in terms of opportunity and access. You look at the culture of the technology ecosystem in terms of it is primarily dominated by men. And then you look at in terms of other biases that goes in play in terms of pattern matching for women and other minorities and so forth, and role models. And so there needs to be more successful role models. So with all those factors going to play, I believe those have contributed to the lack of women who code. And then also there's been a lot of sexism in tech that is just uncalled for. It needs to stop 100% to make the culture more open for all types of genders and races to get involved in technology and become developers.
Wayne, before you go, I have to ask you, what are some of the trends that you're noticing in the tech startup industry? Last year, we saw it was very big on big data. This year, we're noticing a lot of, smart stuff, smartphones, smart watches, smart homes. What's the trend you're noticing? Is it really the smart route?
Yeah, the smart route is going to continue, but the trends, Bitcoin is going to be around for a long time, and we're going to see a lot of developers who start understanding technology more around Bitcoin to continue to build various solutions. Digital commerce, mobile commerce is still going to be huge. We're seeing product marketplaces, and also we're going to see marketplaces for hardware companies to launch, because we also have the 3D printing movement. And so, for example, there's a company that's building in Emerville that's building the material for 3D printers, so called Made Solid. So we're going to continue to see marketplaces and Bitcoin digital currency, and hopefully we see a continued movement for education and STEM as well.
Wayne, thank you so much for your insight. That was Wayne Sutton, founder and partner at BuildUp.vc.